What is the trick to faking a lifelong friendship over a few weeks of shooting?
A few months of shooting.
A few months?
Rehearsals.
Yeah.
And just like minds and, you know, mutual respect.
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
You all right? What are you doing? Thought you needed help.
I had him. You see I had my knife in his side?
I knocked him down. He goes on my count.
You're joking me, right?
Jake.
I've been working on this guy for 10 minutes.
Of course, you have to play probably the happiest psychopath I've ever seen in the movie. Was the character written that way, or did it evolve over?
I guess he was. I mean,
You brought a lot of that.
I think though I did want to bring a certain enjoyment to the job.
Joie de vivre.
Yeah, exactly. So it worked out.
What about Remy? Did he change at all from your initial script?
Not an awful lot, no. But I'll tell you, one addition we made, it was in a sort of another capacity, because it felt pretty locked in for the story to work, that there had to be this sort of straight guy, if you like, who then had an epiphany and what have you. But I worried early on that people wouldn't see his heart, they wouldn't see his sort of warmth. So we came up with this idea of the music he listened to being really soulful and really great music, warming music, so that you at least thought, oh well, he's got good taste in music, there must be something about him. And that music seeped, if you like, into the soundtrack. So there's a sort of, the world he's in is at least a little more soulful than the job he has.
But your humor kind of was humanizing too, right? Because he had a pretty good sense of humor for a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
And at a certain point,
There's an irony to, yeah, that's true.
It seems like more and more that you seem to be the guy they call when they need someone in the movie to scare the shit out of people.
You're afraid of dying. How do you know? You've never tried it before.
Yeah, it's happening, isn't it?
Does it surprise you that people see you that way, or do you think, well, I'm doing my job then?
Well, if it works, I'm doing my job, and you know, certainly that's the job on these, you know, genre films and things. But yeah, you know, it's just a little strange. I mean, I'm not really that bad, but I guess it's my eyebrows or something. I don't know.
Do you know if you do a movie where you sort of, you know, coo over kittens or something like that?
I would like to do a cooing over kittens movie. Yeah. Have you written a cooing over kittens movie?
I could do one. Give me a few minutes.
Be awesome. Okay.
Obviously, there's a lot of sort of black humor throughout this script. Was that part of what the allure was for you to do this project?
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's something ridiculous and strangely evocative about a story that tests the idea of where healthcare would go in this country if we continue to treat it like an industry and privatize it in the way that we do. And it just seems almost too ridiculous to be true. And then you sort of sit back for a second and you go, wait a minute, that's not so far off from the truth.
They see you, they start turning down the loans and coming up with the cash. We don't make money when they pay in full, right, Cal?
What do you got?
Liver. What's that?
Liver.
What are you, hanging out at AA meetings?
Are you generally optimistic or pessimistic about the future?
Generally pessimistic. Yeah. I'm working on that, though. Yeah, this seems to be going well.
First of all, just in general terms, what was it that attracted you to this particular movie?
When I got the script, it was different than everything that I was reading at the moment, and the character, it had such an interesting, weird, if I can say, journey, that I thought it was a nice challenge to face. I think there's a lot of background that we don't see in the film, but that I could play around, and how they meet, and action, and love, and I just got really curious. And when I met Miguel Sapochnik, the director, I just fell in love with him, and we bonded together, and it happened. I'm really happy.
What brand are your lips?
They're all me.
Is a man more or less attractive if you find out he's 30% artificial?
I hope not, because if you have your heart and your mind and your personality, you are who you are. I mean, I had to learn how Beth survived being who she is, but I do think in real life you are who you are.
A guy has only enough money to salvage one organ. Which one should he hang on to?
Oh, I can see where that question's going. You know, I'm gonna have to go with your brain. Is that an organ? It is an organ, right? Okay.
What organ should every man save?
I think I'd take my
Brain.
brain.
Take the system.
Give me your heart. Or we could come up with a plan that fits your... Now is yours. End it, Jake. Now.
I'm not letting you go.
I can't go back.